A lot of people are looking at social media when they're planning their Japan trip. And this also probably includes you and me. As a tour guide in Japan and as a content creator, I can see firsthand how social media is affecting travel and tourism. But social media very often doesn't reflect reality. It might be giving you the wrong information altogether. It might be giving you way too high expectations, or it just gives you a very long list of things to do and places to visit. As someone who has been living in Japan for 10 plus years, I want to share with you my honest thoughts on these viral trends, and by that hopefully help you to plan a better trip. One type of video that you will see online a lot are videos that show you the best so-and-so in Tokyo, the best so-and-so in Japan. And yeah, they can't all be the best ramen places in Tokyo. So obviously some of these places are good and worth visiting, some are not. This is a video that shows a viral sweet or snack that you can get at Fushimi Inari, I believe. I've seen it a couple of times on social media, and I think every place that is serving these kind of desserts is going to have a lot of visitors. And you maybe think, oh, this looks so nice, this looks so aesthetic. It doesn't show how many people have lined up to get there. It doesn't show the price of it. It just gives you a little bit of information, like it just shows you how nice it looks like. Yeah, I've been to some cafes myself. I've never been to this cafe before. You know why? Because you don't get in there. You need to make a reservation, I don't know how long in advance, in order to get into this place. And again, this is some information that the video doesn't really give you. Maybe sometimes if you read the explanation under the video, it will explain to you a little bit better where to make a reservation, how much it costs, and so on and so forth. It doesn't show that at all in the video. What kind of trip do you want to experience? And don't let all these videos make this decision for you. And then based on that, look for places that match your own expectations or own ideas. Secondly, I would highly recommend you to check out who the creator is. If people who are in Japan for the very first time, they might not have a clue what they are actually talking about. Look for creators who either are traveling to Japan a lot anyway. Actually, my personal favorite, look for creators who are living in that place. A second type of video that I see a lot online, I'm also making a lot of these kind of videos. Hidden gem videos, like, you have to go to this hidden gem in Tokyo. Nobody has ever seen Yanaka Ginza before. First of all, some of them are not going to be hidden gems. Secondly, if they are truly hidden gems, it's possible that they're going to be a little bit disappointing because they are hidden gems for a reason. People are going to the main sites for a reason. This one I loved. Green Road Kanan Park. So it says Green Road Kanan Park. I've never heard of this park before. I don't know if you can tell from the video itself, but you know what I'm thinking when I look at this video? She's basically filming the same tree from 5 different angles, and that's the whole video. People who go there and make these kind of videos, they are good filmmakers, editors. They know how to put the phone to get the right angle, to get the right light. If you find some hidden gems, some really nice looking places on social media that are called hidden gems, do also some additional research on blogs. If somebody can write this much about a place, it's probably worth visiting. After living in Japan for 10 plus years, I know that Japan is not living in the future. But I can understand why a lot of people think that. When you look at social media and you look at Japan is living in the future and 2050 kind of videos, actually a lot of them are wrong. I found tons of videos that show you things that I have never ever seen in Japan, and I know for a fact it's not Japanese. I don't know about this pudding, this might exist in Japan, but the second thing that they show here, it might exist somewhere because the signs and the text and everything is Japanese. I'm just referring to the first, this thing here. I've never ever seen that before. I'm living here for 10 plus years. They might have that somewhere at some toilet, maybe at the airport. I don't know. The stick, the butter stick does exist, but like not every supermarket is selling it. So I don't know where to buy it, but I have seen it. The bicycle at McDonald's, I think I've seen a different video by a different content creator, and she mentioned that this is in China and not Japan. I have never seen this anywhere in Japan. And you always have to distinguish between Tokyo and the rest of Japan. Tokyo has some areas that are very modern and advanced, but it's like a small part of what you see when you're coming to Tokyo, not the other cities. Another type of video that we'll see online a lot is this type of Japan is so amazing kind of video. Just right now, the World Cup is happening and the Japanese team must have been winning some game. I'm not into football, sorry for that. This video shows the football fans cleaning up the stadium after the match. It's all over social media at the moment. And there are like 50% of people who are like, wow, Japan is so amazing. And 50% of people who are like, oh my gosh, I can't look at it anymore. Like, who are already annoyed by this trend. The thing is, Japan is a normal country, like every other country. It has its good and bad sides. And yeah, Japanese fans are cleaning up. Have you also seen that a lot of Japanese housewives are complaining about that because their husbands are cleaning up the stadium, but they don't do that at home? Another type of video that you see online a lot is this trend or type of video that says how nice Japanese people are and how polite they are. After living here for 10 plus years, I can tell you that is not true. Often, your first impression of Japanese people, particularly compared to Europe, where we are very straightforward and direct, Japanese people seem incredibly nice, I know. I have the feeling that I finally can distinguish between people who are nice, who are really nice, and people who are like, yeah, polite. Japanese are really good at not showing what they really think. They're really, really good. You would be surprised. So here's an example video of someone who's telling you that Japanese people are very nice. I feel like from her fashion style and the fact that she's at the airport tells us that she's not living in Japan and she has just been visiting. And it's often these kind of small things that they show in the video, that Japanese people are waving and they are bowing and the train conductor is bowing and whatnot. This is their job. They have to do that. They get paid to do that. It's part of the customer service in Japan. The customer service in Japan is, generally speaking, incredible. I found this very funny. I think she's Japanese and she made this video and she basically shows you that it's not true.
We're Japanese. Of course we're super polite to your face, but we'll talk shit as soon as you leave. ありがとうございました。また今度。またぜひ。はい。はい。絶対にやばい。超頑張ってるじゃん。
This is the first part of the video where she basically showed how nice and polite everyone is to your face, but actually how much shit they talk behind your back. It's not always like that. Don't be afraid. Not everyone's like talking shit behind your back. You come here, you might be even a little bit surprised or disappointed because particularly here in Tokyo, people are said to be a little bit cold. My personal explanation is Tokyo is a huge city and a lot of people are working most of the time anyway, so I've been traveling recently to some smaller cities, like for example Tochigi, and I met the nicest people there. Like strangers on the street were just saying randomly hello to me, and I'd never have that in Tokyo. The next type of video that you see a lot online are videos that show Japan as this very beautiful country that looks like an anime. Again, not true at all. 99% of these places are going to look completely different in real life. I would assume that a lot of you guys know that these kind of videos that are highly edited, don't reflect reality. But in case you thought, yes, Japan can be very beautiful. But again, a lot of these videos are edited and optimized for clicks and views. The other thing is that a lot of these beautifully edited videos show Japan as a place that is super empty, and it always shows just clips and parts of the place or whatever without people in it. And also, again, that is often not true. There are a lot of places that are super popular, everyone goes there. The difference is that people who make professional videos like that, they go there at 5 a.m. in the morning to make this video. This is a video example of someone who's like a professional filmmaker and editor, and you actually can tell. But if you couldn't tell, this does not reflect reality at all. This is actually showing the difference between video and reality a little bit better. One of those, yeah. That's about it. That's showing it really well. My advice is don't only look on social media to make your itinerary. Look at other sources as well, compare them a little bit. Ask locals for advice, ask people who've already been there for advice. Anyhow, yeah. That were some of the trends that I constantly see on Instagram and TikTok, and I thought that could need some commentary or explanation. If you have the feeling I missed anything, or if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you then in the next one.